Well, thanks for being here, and thank goodness it's finally spring, just by a very short margin, but we are seeing spring, not just officially, but in the forecast as well. I will be glad to give you an updated 7-day in just a few moments. That will also follow another hard freeze tonight and tomorrow morning, and lows tomorrow night well above freezing. Well, 5 or 6 degrees. That's well, considering. Thank you all for being a part of the program. Just catching your breath, literally. Just in early, but had to be called out and just back in. We're going to go straight to headlines and try to get to some other news. As actually, due to strep, a few other things, I've got at least 3, if not 4 people out of the office today, so I've been trying to get cameras to Johnson County. We've got governmental meetings in Johnson and Lawrence County tonight and here as well that I'm going to have to cover at least a couple thereof, so it's been a bit scattered today. We'll get straight to headlines real quickly and hopefully get back to a normal rhythm tomorrow, whatever normal there is. As for headlines tonight, we'll begin with Governor Beshear and some good news tonight as he has announced the official expansion of access to health care, joining healthcare leaders and lawmakers in the Capitol Rotunda today for a bill signing ceremony honoring the passage of legislation that expands health care services for those who live in the Commonwealth. It's House Bill 75. It also supports Kentucky's hospitals by increasing Medicaid payment rates for outpatient procedures performed at hospitals. The law is expected to provide needed budgetary support for hospitals, especially the state's rural healthcare facilities, which of course means a lot to us in this part of the state. The new law, which was supported by the Kentucky Hospital Association, requires the state's departments for Medicaid services to assess outpatient services and provide additional payments to hospitals to reduce payment gaps between Medicaid reimbursements and what would be paid by private health insurance. The measure also allows Medicaid to create a hospital rate increase program for individuals enrolled in its fee-for-service, that's fee-for-service program, to pay up to the upper payment limit on the federal Medicare program. And this legislation will be retroactive back to the very first of this year. Chief Executive Officer of Pikeville Medical, Donovan Blackburn, said through and by the adoption of House Bill 75 into law, this is truly a life-saving action. He says this will not only save hospital jobs and services, but also imagine what would happen to businesses, especially in rural communities that depend on local hospital purchases and wages to support their businesses. The Kentucky Medicaid program serves 1 of every 3 Kentuckians. I have a bit of an update that I'm still working on. Again, I've had to be out of the office much of the afternoon, but Heather has been in contact with the mother of a small child who is still in ICU after a house fire here in Magoffin County late last week. This was an image that was sent to me by someone who had responded to the scene, a rather grainy image taken from a distance, but shows that a Magoffin County home on Oakley was completely destroyed by fire. The mobile home was completely engulfed upon arrival of fire personnel. District 3 volunteer fire department chief Tanner Stevens told my editor Heather Only for the Independent story that we ran last week that they got the call around 11:30 that night, and when crews arrived, the family had already exited the home and were at another location, and the local ambulance service had taken a male to ARH for a reported gash on his leg and possible burns, and that his son, who was around 12 years old, sustained burns to his hand and other parts of his body and was live flighted to Cabell Huntington, where he was at that time listed in ICU. The mother and there was 2 other children, I believe, were also said to be inside the home. I don't have the extent of the injuries or condition of all of those involved, but Heather did speak just a few moments ago with the mother, who said that her son was doing good and is healing, but it is a slow process, and each day is one step forward. She asked if we could continue to thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers as he is healing, and for all the donations, even the smaller ones, and that their family is very grateful for all. Much more to come. I'll be right back. Magoffin Farm Bureau and manager Doug Green are proud to welcome Agent Jeff Salyer to the agency. Jeff's lifelong knowledge of the community and our people make him an immediate asset for all of your auto, home, life, commercial, and retirement investments. They're waiting for your call or visit at Magoffin Farm Bureau. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sayersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy the convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service, and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank.
Trade it and upgrade it now at Appalachian Wireless and receive up to $700 off when you trade your old eligible device in and upgrade to a new iPhone 14 Pro Max or Samsung S23 Ultra on a qualifying Appalachian Advantage plan. What better way to start the year off right than with upgrading to a new 5G compatible device on the region's best network while saving up to $700 off on the hottest smartphones. Appalachian Wireless giving you another reason to come join the Big Blue Network. Why? Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. LikeWireless.com for full terms and conditions.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. I was out of the office for much of the afternoon and unable to get an official citation at that time, but I have learned that a local man and dentist was arrested Friday night in Paintsville. With, as I understand, Paintsville police saying that they charged Dr. Richard Conley with DUI, first offense, impersonating a police officer for having a Magoffin County Sheriff's Deputy badge in his possession of marijuana for a roach found under a seat in the pickup truck he was driving, and excessive window tint on that vehicle after a situation in the Paintsville Plaza Friday night. This after police say a woman alleged that he had tried to get her to smoke pot with her, saying that she had been seen in his office prior to that and that he had had contact with her via text or social media, I'm uncertain, before the incident Friday night. And I'll also note that I did come into the office a few moments ago to find a letter on my desk, which appears to be from attorneys representing Conley, saying he is denying any and all charges related to the incident on March the 17th in Paintsville. We'll have more should there be any to add. Right now, let me, a little out of organization in regards to where sports usually falls, but this is not your usual sports story by any stretch of the imagination. Wow, okay. Kentucky's out. Moorhead out as well. A couple of tough losses for us fans and the teams, of course, but still very well in the game is the girls from Trancey and our own Kennedy Stacy. A perfect, and I do mean perfect, season is still in the mix for Stacy and the Pioneers from Trancey. This is the scene at Ray Oosting Gymnasium. Trancey fans in the house were outnumbered 10-1, but they made some noise as Trancey's women's basketball pretty much silenced the deafening Smith crowd with a 76-65 Final Four win to punch their ticket to Dallas for the NCAA D3 National Championship in now a little less than 2 weeks. Trancey's Pioneers, they were both Pioneer teams, by the way. The Smith Pioneers and the Trancey Pioneers. Doesn't make it complicated at all. But Trancey took a 6-0 start over Smith out early. Smith rallied back. As the fourth quarter started to come and go, Smith started to surge in an attempt to make another comeback, but Trancey refused to let them in, and they stopped any and all momentum. Just as the Smith Pioneers started to gain, Trancey did what they have been known to do all season long and not waver at all and knock down those big shots at the end. Kelly-Own led the Pioneers with 24 points, and Kennedy Stacy had 9, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And now we just have to wait. They'll get some rest. The NCAA D3 National Championship will be played in Dallas, along with the D1 and D2. They're doing this all on a special occasion because it's the title's 50th anniversary. Yeah, big deal. Big deal for Trancy and for Stacy. Just a couple of other things in sports real quickly in case you're wondering. First, the boys' Sweet 16 is over as of Saturday. Warren Central came out on top and is now your new state championship. Of course, we had Breathitt County in there early. We had, of course, Ashland Blazer. We had Martin County and the Cards all in there early in the first round. And sadly, Ashland Blazer would be the only one from, loosely this part of Kentucky, the eastern part of the state, which will get out of the first round. But Warren Central is your new state champion. Well, baseball is rolling one way or the other, as is softball. As spring gets here more literally than officially, temperatures are warm, and we'll be getting out to the fields to see the action, but they're still swinging. And right now, the boys are going to be on the road. Their next game, they're on the road tonight. The first home game is tomorrow. Coach Jacob Littoral and his boys are 2 games in and 2 losses in so far, but still, obviously very early and just beginning season. But most recently, Bath County on the road was a 1-11 loss in 6 innings for the Hornets, but again, they are looking to make up and gain some ground at the cost of Breathitt County. They're on the road at Breathitt County tonight, 6:15 first pitch, and then Breathitt County will be here tomorrow night for their first home game. Let you know. Lady Hornet action, 3 games in, 2 wins. Thursday night, they were at Morgan County, and in 5 innings took out the Cougars 12-0. This is their second win of the season by over a dozen. Well, no, by over 11. Or at least 11. Anyway, they are at Paintsville tomorrow night. The Lady Hornets will not be back until next Tuesday, the 28th. That will be their next home game of the season. Spring is always the most colorful season of the year at the seasonal shop. Come see for yourself. Gorgeous new clothes for everyone. Bright, flowy tops and dresses. Something perfect for Easter. Fun flare leg jeans and new styles and arrivals every day. New sweatshirts and shorts and tees by Royce, Ridge and Holler, and others. And little sleepies are here, all in an incredibly comfy, cute, and durable bamboo viscose material. All this and so much more that you just have to see this spring at the seasonal shop. What we have here is our famous chicken sandwich at your Sayersville Lee's, which is also Saturday's special. You can get a chicken sandwich, wedges, and a drink for just $6. Friday's special is a liver or gizzard dinner with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $5.79 plus tax. Let's recap. Chicken sandwich, Saturday special, or get it any day of the week. Fridays, livers or gizzards at your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe. There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
Don't let Mother Nature be the one to remind you about your tires. Stop by Conley Tire and let them make sure that you're safe in getting from A to B. Tires, wheels, oil changes, brake repair, and maintenance. And be sure to click on ConleyTire.net for all the latest offers with 6 months no interest payments at Conley Tire or ConleyTire.net. Before we go any further, let me tell you about something that you can be a part of and really make a difference. Become an advocate. The Kentucky Citizen Foster Care Review Board, well, it's recruiting statewide for new volunteers to serve on local citizen foster care review boards and need your help in doing just that. Advocating for the dependent, neglected, and abused children in your community is an important and meaningful way to invest time and energy. Citizen Foster Care Review Board volunteers provide recommendations to judges who make decisions about placing children in safe, permanent homes. Volunteers help ensure that permanency for at-risk children remains in the central objective of the courts and the cabinet. So they're having some training dates. They will be held virtually via Zoom. So that makes it as easy as possible with 2.5 hour sessions coming up on a number of dates that I will give you soon. The earliest is April the 14th. So keep that in the back of your mind, and I will mention that again to you soon, and we will talk more about how you can become an advocate. Now, since I've got two, maybe three places to be at once here in a minute, not including this one, let me go ahead and go right into your Licking Valley RECC outlook, where it's looking cold again tonight. Another freeze expected tonight, another frost in the morning. Yeah, 19 degrees is where we are expected to bottom out tonight. Calm winds, mostly clear skies, but 19 chilly degrees. However, there is some good news on the horizon, and it really doesn't get here till about Thursday, but tomorrow's not all that bad. Yes, we'll start off with a frosty morning. I don't think we'll see freezing till after 10 or so, on our way to close to 60 degrees for your Tuesday. Good news is it's going to be mostly sunny, nice, so just a very, very light southerly wind, and close to 60 tomorrow. Again, after a frosty morning. And nighttime lows tomorrow night will stay well out of the freezing mark in the upper 30s. Now, we have another system coming in to play on your Wednesday. It does take technically temperatures down a notch with only a high of 54. We'll lose about 5 degrees. However, even though we have clouds, we have a 50% chance of showers. We have winds out of the south up to 17 miles per hour. Warm air is on the way, and temperatures are only going to fall to 51 that night, taking us into Thursday. Pretty nice. Yes, a 20 to 40% chance of showers here and there, but partly sunny, and bang, just like that, we'll jump up 20 degrees to 75 for daytime highs. I know, I'm sorry, we couldn't make it last any longer than that. It's kind of a one-day thing for now. It's coming, though. A lot of warm air out and ahead of that system or with it. We'll still be into the upper 60s Friday, mostly cloudy, and showers to the tune of 70%. Mainly after 2 o'clock in the a.m. Friday. That will linger into Saturday, or Friday night rather, and into your Saturday. Temperatures go from 67, mostly cloudy, and a good shot of some showers. Maybe some heavy rain out of this Thursday night into your Friday. We'll just have to wait and see and watch. Give me a day or two on that. But into your weekend, which looks like this. Partly sunny, some lingering showers, possibly around 59. Sunday, sunny, mid-60s. Monday of next week, we'll start off the mid and upper 60s and partly sunny skies, and a pretty nice run, I'm hoping, thereafter. So we've got 50s, 60s, and 70s. We've got some potential for some heavy rain Thursday and into your Friday, all of which we'll update in about 24 hours. So, to be honest, we've got a lot of other news and information to work on for tomorrow, some follow-ups, and I'm not even sure literally where I have cameras at tonight filming some local and area governmental meetings, but I know the Sayersville City Council is one that either I myself or someone will be filming, and the McGoffin County Fiscal Court is due to meet tomorrow afternoon. So look for all that and more when I see you back here tomorrow night after what I hope will be a wonderful rest to your Monday evening. Thank you for watching.